Oh boy, sound the beef alarms again. Guys, just when I thought the book was closed, we got another chapter in the Battle of the Biracials. Now, a few days ago, I uploaded a video about Joyner Lucas dissing Logic again in his Look Alive remix. I just basically dissected the situation, gave a breakdown of it, gave my thoughts on it, and where I think it will go in the future. And I didn't think I'd be talking on the subject again for a while, I didn't think anything else would happen, but recently, on Logic's Bobby Tarantino 2 mixtape, he has responded to Joyner Lucas, which was something I didn't expect. So today, I'm going to be talking about the response, of course telling you guys what I think about it, and yet again, where I think it'll go on from here. This is your boy, CDTVProductions, talking about all this drama. This is like the drama alert of hip-hop. Don't call me that. I don't want to be called the drama alert of hip-hop. But yeah. This is CDTVProductions, and let's look at what was said here. So, Logic seems to have responded to Joyner Lucas dissing him with this verse on the song Yuck. Here he says this.
Talking shit about Logic, I never respond. I let success talk, is a word of advice. More achievements for yourself and less talk. Cats beef with Logic, yeah, they praying I respond. If I ever did, I dead you in this game with no respawn. But you push the issue, cause I give you more press than your publicist could ever get you.
It seems quite clear that this is Logic referencing Joyner's disses, and I was actually quite excited about this. I didn't know whether Logic was gonna just completely ignore everything, or if he was gonna acknowledge it slightly, and the fact that he did acknowledge it in some way is pretty cool. He also goes on in the next set of lines saying that he thinks Joyner is dissing him because Logic thinks that Joyner is unhappy with himself. It was definitely a solid response, and I'm gonna tell you guys what I thought about this as a whole. So like I said, it's definitely cool that Logic responded, and if you guys are new here, just know that I am a massive fan of both Logic and Joyner, and But this verse does make it seem like Logic is being the more kind of mature person in the situation. Like, this verse was his response, but he also seemed to be saying that he's not going to be taking things any further. Now, the part I don't necessarily agree with, I don't necessarily agree with Logic saying that Joyner is dissing him because he hates himself. That's kind of a big assumption, and it felt a bit out of place in this situation where Logic was kind of taking the high ground. You know, he takes the high ground and then he says, oh, but you're only dissing me because you hate yourself. That's the only part that I think was out of place here. Like, it seems like that was just said to get under Joyner's skin, which is perfectly fine, but if Logic actually wants to do like he says and just move on from the situation, insulting Joyner personally isn't the best way to do that. Also, I know Logic wasn't naming any names here as he didn't want to give further publicity to Joyner, but I really wanted to see Logic, like, acknowledge the Sriracha verse on here. It would definitely be cool to hear him explain himself on a rap song and maybe counter the specific things Joyner had to say about him. Overall, it was a cool response, but let's not act like Logic bodied Joyner here. He wasn't trying to body him and he didn't do so. He was explaining why he's not going to respond. He didn't actually invalidate what Joyner has said about him. Okay, because I've seen those comments. I've seen people saying, oh, Logic completely murdered Joyner with that single verse. He didn't. He didn't murder Joyner. He wasn't trying to murder Joyner, and he definitely didn't. So the last thing we have to ask is, will the Battle of the Biracials move any further? Or will this finally become a nice closed book? If anyone's really good at editing out there, can you please edit a book cover that says the Battle of the Biracials with Joyner and Logic side by side? I would love that. But yeah, I think from Logic's side, this is over. I mean, like I said earlier, Logic's response was saying that he's not going to respond anymore. If he stays true to his word, then this is the last thing he's gonna say on the subject. As for Joyner, it could go one of two ways. Joyner could have heard what Logic said, and maybe he's thinking, okay, Logic isn't going to respond, so I'm not going to diss him anymore, I'm just going to leave it. Or Joyner could feel personally insulted by the "you hate yourself, you're jealous of me" lines, and that might prompt Joyner to further diss Logic, so it really could go either ways on Joyner's side. But on Logic's side, I don't think Logic's gonna respond. Otherwise, he'd be not staying true to his word and going against that whole peace, love, and positivity thing, which I don't really like. It kind of comes across as pandering to me as a Logic fan. But yeah, I think it should end here, because at this point, no one has lost. and no one is won. We can just reset this whole thing and start from zero. But yeah, I'll be keeping an eye out to see if this continues. So what do you guys think about this? Did you think Logic's response to the situation was good? Do you think he should have said more? Do you think he shouldn't have said anything at all in response to Joyner? And do you think Joyner is now going to fire back yet again at Logic? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I will hopefully see you all in the next one. Bobby Tarantino review coming on, Bobby Tarantino 2 review, most likely coming on Sunday, so keep an eye out for that. I'm going to do a track by track review of it. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and this is CDTV Productions, signing out.